Welcome to Shed 100 Pounds. I'm Francesco Alessi. Today, we're going to take a look at what's inside my fridge. I like to cook weeks in advance, so I got a lot of food in there right now. And I'm going to kind of tell you what I eat. I'm not going to plate things out, but I'll try to tell you the portion sizes. We'll take a look at the freezer, we'll take a look at some of the cupboards and some of the shelves, and you're going to get to know what I eat on a weekly basis. So without further ado, let's take a look. Okay, starting with this top shelf, we basically have some things in here like, we got water bottles, muscle milk, we have a little bit of chili left. I forget how many weeks ago I made that, but that's all that's left. We have some berries. I don't eat a ton of berries. I used to, but I ended up throwing a lot of stuff out, so now I pretty much just try to stick to blueberries because they seem to last longer. There's some syrup there for when I make pancakes and stuff. That's, kind of an indulgence item, obviously. We got some cheeses here. This cheese was for the meatballs, but I go ahead and I bought some regular Parmesan brick that I'll chop up and put in salads too. Again, more of an indulgence item. That's a Mountain Dew I've been hanging on to. I have a soda addiction, and so I've been hanging on to that kind of like as a reminder, stop drinking the soda. Tomatoes for salads. Okay, now we got a bunch of meatballs. Those are delicious. I'm not going to say they're healthy, but they're awesome. I try to eat one or two. They're not huge, but they're not small. They're probably medium, I guess. I usually eat two with a meal. Then we have in here is some pork chops, I'm pretty sure. Let's take a look. Oh, no, those are hamburgers. Those are about like half-pound hamburgers. I had some meat that was going to go bad, and if I didn't make it out of something, it was probably just going to go bad. There's some oatmeal. It's actually steel cut, Bob's Red Mill steel cut oats. I love those oats mixed in with, kind of instant oats. Back here is some, that's like hot sausage with onions and peppers. Again, not awesome, but, not totally unhealthy. The sausage isn't great. Some old sauce, salsa and Tabasco. I really don't use that. This is one of many cabbage soups. As you can see, I have a bunch of cabbage soups in here. Over here, I have, let's see what this is. This is hard to shoot with one hand, so bear with me. Oh, that's Brajol's. That's an Italian meat wrap thing. I buy my Italian stuff when I make meatballs and stuff, I go across the bridge to St. Pete. I live in Tampa. And that's another Brajol. I think these are all Brajols, actually. Let's just make sure. Yeah. This is a piece of chicken. I overcooked because I was playing on the computer and I wasn't paying attention. Over here, a couple of pork chops. Nothing major. Again, I like to cook foods way ahead. Down here, I have yogurts. Basically, I don't go for light yogurts. I don't really think there's a need. Alright, I'm not going to be able to move those because of the lids, but I can reach back here. Uh-oh, that's going to fall out. Alright, that's tomato sauce. Basically, I cook a lot of tomato sauce at once. It usually will make like 4 or 5 of those kind of containers, and generally I put the rest, I freeze it down there, as you can see. Okay, there's some potatoes back there, and there's some I like these let's see if I can get to it without dumping this entire shelf. This is the Naked Blue Machine. I like them because they're poop makers. There's tons of fiber in there, and you will poop. Alright, we got bacon. Another indulgence food. Yes, I eat it. I don't give a crap. I'm going to continue to eat it. If I run into a plateau, then maybe I'll stop eating it. I always have some hot dogs on hand just in case, but I don't really eat them that much. But they're just there. Okay, let's keep moving. Oh, I do have butter. I was buying a bunch of light butter and stuff, but I've been using regular butter and just kind of limiting how much I use. If I feel like I want a lot of butter on something, I might go to the light just so I can get more. But not too bad. I like this bread. It's by Arnold, flax and fiber. Has extra fiber in it. I like fiber. Actually, last time I was at the store, they ran out of the flax and fiber, so I had to get a nutty grain. As you can see, there's some Reese cups back there. My sister got those for me for Easter, even though she knows we're all on a diet. Here's some regular hot dog buns that I use for the sausages that I have as well. Here's the hot dogs. Carrots, heads of lettuce. It's always good to keep a couple heads of lettuce around when you want to make a salad, or other things as well. And then down here, more carrots, a bunch of chili peppers for, I was going to make chili, and I didn't, I'm going to. Cucumbers, celery, more carrots. Can't make Italian food without a garlic. Sorry if the audio's getting a little bit, when I'm getting towards the bottom of the bin here and talking into the bin. So that's those bins. Okay, over here, I try not to waste a lot of calories on drinks, but I have Arizona iced tea, which is supposedly 0 calorie, but to be honest with you, I don't know how. It says it has honey in it. I don't know how you get 0 calorie honey. I drink, if I'm gonna splurge on stuff, I drink Ocean Spray Light 50 cranberry, and it's not a light drink, but I like this Simply Orange, and it's good for you. Orange juice is good for you. And I drink low-fat milk, but it's not usually, I don't drink fat-free. Then we have just some more water. Oh, and just so you know, my water looks a little bit like pee, I guess. That's because I generally open them up and I throw lemon juice in there. I have a lot of these, but I really don't eat that much peanut butter and jelly, but I have a lot of these. A1 sauce for when I make steaks. I try different dressings, nothing, I can't, recommend any of these. My old standby for dressings has always been Kraft, Italian. This is a Tuscan version. It's fine. Mayonnaise, not even open. I bought this Bragg's liquid aminos a long time ago. I use it on things like, it tastes like soy sauce. So this is probably expired. It's got to be. I think I bought it like many years ago. And I haven't been eating a lot of like Asian type food, so I haven't needed soy sauce. But if you like soy sauce on things, this could be a supplement that maybe works for you. I just haven't used it. Just some Boar's Head, delicatessen style mustard. This is for, shrimp cocktails, but I actually like taking tuna. I take this tuna here. Oops, sorry. I'm being a real bad camera person. I take the tuna and I put this stuff on it. I like it. I also put the tuna in my salads. This is just some more cheese. I just bought this because I couldn't get to the Italian place to get the good cheese. These are generally the eggs I eat. They're 4-grain omega-3s. I go through a lot of these eggs. I probably go through, I usually eat 3 in a sitting. I usually only eat them on the weekends, but sometimes I'll eat it midweek as well. But they're pretty good. So let's take a look at the freezer again. In the freezer, I got, these things are great right here. I don't know how you say it, Cascadian Farms or something, organic berries. I like taking these because just one of these is, I think 120 calories. Yeah, there's 60 calories of servings, but one bag is 120 calories. And basically what I do is I take a bag and I grind it up with some maybe orange juice, and maybe I end up with like 140 calories, probably 160 calories. And And you don't even need the orange juice. The orange juice just helps it make it grind quicker. And I make a smoothie out of it. That's real good. Bought this a long time ago. This Chung's Chinese. I haven't... It's been in their freezer for just many moons, I guess. And I buy these steamer things every now and then. I don't make them that often, but they're okay. You know, I don't know how healthy they really are. These pizzas, they used to be really bad in terms of trans fats. It says it doesn't have any now. I don't know if I buy that, but I guess the FDA wouldn't make them change that if they didn't. But I like them as a quick pizza. I'm not a big pizza guy. Then we got some cheese raviolis. Again, this is more old stuff that's just been sitting in here a while. I haven't eaten it in a long time. It's not really diet food. It's not the kind of food you want to eat if you're on a diet. I got some Popeyes, just different kinds. I was actually going to try some different ones, and then there's some banquet ones. Those are my old standbys. There's some Aunt Jemima, you know, scrambled eggs and sausage back there. Those are, again, these are old standbys. Down there is some meat products. That's veal and pork. That's for meatballs. When I go to that Italian store, because it's kind of far, I usually buy, you know, enough for 2 batches. And batches are huge, by the way. It's not like, you know, small. Here's more of these kind of, whatever you call them, you know, just a little quick garden medleys, rice pilafs, these supposedly good for you kind of thing. I have some of those, not a lot. Here's some shelves. Obviously we got water. I bought a case of this Jiffy Pop, or Jolly Time, sorry, and it is horribly riddled with trans fats. So I've been giving it away at work. Let them die from that shit. I have some tea down here. I go through a ton of Tabasco. So I ended up buying pretty much a case of it on Amazon because it was cheaper than if I bought it at, you know, local grocery store. And the same with this stuff, this lemon juice. I put so much of it in my water, and I drink so much water now that it's just easier to buy it by the case than, you know, to have to keep going back to the local grocery store. Okay, and in this pantry is basically canned stuff. These are the beans I pretty much use whenever I make chili, dark red kidney, reduced sodium. I like peas and carrots. I eat a lot of this. Whenever I make sauce, I use San Marzano tomatoes, whole, peeled. There's some more tuna over there, some Jif peanut butter. There's ketchup in the back. Just more of the same of everything, pretty much. There's some soup stocks and stuff like that. I don't really use that. More kinds of vegetables. And some buffalo wing sauce. Again, I don't really use it. In a while I haven't anyway. And more tomato sauce products back there. I got some tomato paste and just stuff like that. Then we have these cupboards. Alright, let's see what we got. Up there we got some cereal. I like cereal that makes you poop. Big fan of the pooping cereal. This is protein powder. Basically the Pro Complex. It's pretty good. I'm almost out of it. I actually bought a new one just the other day. Hey, that's my last name. How you doing? I do not make that. I do not own that brand. It's just good espresso. I like it. There's some sweet leaf. That's pretty good. I just bought this yesterday. I have not used it yet, so I can't speak to it. But it's same company, same, you know. It's just Hydro Builder. It's got a little bit more something. Okay, then we have this is that Quaker maple brown sugar oatmeal. What I like to do is take a package of this, just one of these little packages, and basically put that Bob's Red Mill stuff with it. That's good. More Jif peanut butter. There's a bunch of wheat pasta. Usually I get angel hair, sometimes linguine. Here's some more of this Bob's Red Mill stuff. There's flaxseed. There's all kinds of things in here. Flax and oats and all kinds of stuff. I like Fiber One cereals. I got a lot of Fiber One cereals. I like to get a lot of different kinds of it and then mix it together. Whenever I make my soup, my cabbage soup, I use this ditalini. It's really good for that. They cook up quick. They're just little tiny little tubies. Just basic honey. I used to buy it from a local store, but I've been buying it from, you know, our grocery store lately. I read online that this, how do you say it? Manuka? Yeah, I guess it's Manuka. It's from New Zealand. It's supposed to be good for healing and things. I put it on a cut once. I guess it worked. I don't know. Could just be placebo. This is my favorite rigatoni. I used to always eat the, shoot, I forget the other brand name, but this is my favorite rigatoni. It's a bigger rigatoni than normal, but I like it. More tuna. Try not to try to go this way. This brown rice, I like it. It's good brown rice. And this is basically from Ann's. It's kind of I think this has got like creatine and alpha conglutamine, blah blah blah, all that bullshit they say you need when you want to build muscle. I will say that when I eat this or drink this, in my workouts, my muscles do feel very saturated with you know, water, which is good for them. This Gia Russia, I used to eat this, or Russia, however you say it. I used to eat this a lot. I haven't eaten it in a long time. I don't even know if this is still good. It's been in here a while, probably. Stovetop, well, that's just delicious. You throw a stick of butter in there, and that's good to go. Try not to eat a lot of this, though. You will die, but it is delicious. Let's see what else we got. More of the same, more of the same. This is usually the chili I use, this Carol Shelby's chili kit. I was going to try this, I bought this other one the other day, 2 alarm, never used it. I'm going to try it. If it sucks, I'll go back to the Carol Shelby. Vigo, pretty sure they're local to Tampa. Good yellow rice, awesome yellow rice. And that's about it back there. Oh, you know what? Sorry. Now here's the popcorn I'd rather eat. I don't think there's any trans fats in there. If there is, there's very little. But this Orville Redenbacher, I mean, it might not taste as good as the other stuff, but it's definitely better than this. Who made this again? Jiffy Pop? Jolly Time. Sorry to Jiffy Pop if I keep screwing up and blasting your stuff when it's actually Jolly Time. A cup of soup. I like to mix. Let's see if I have it. One of these should be. When I make a cup of soup, I like to mix both of those. I like to have one of the hearty noodles and one of the regular. Don't know why, just like to. I don't need a ton of that stuff, but usually when I'm sick or something. This is a pretty cool thing. That is a bar. It's called Nutty Chip, and I created it. What does that mean? Well, if you go to this elementbars.com, I think is what it is. It's probably a high calorie count because it's probably like 280, and it doesn't have a ton of protein. It's got like 12, I think, of protein, but it also has like 12 of fiber because I wanted a good mix of protein and fiber. So, and you can kind of create your own concoctions. So go to their website. It's pretty good. I like it. And that's about it for this pantry. I didn't plate anything out, and I really didn't explain how much of this I eat. I'm gonna have to do that in something else because it ended up going too long, and I just didn't feel like getting into it. So anyway, at least you can see the types of foods I eat, how much food I make myself. A lot of the food I don't make myself is old. I just haven't thrown it out yet. So keep that in mind when you're looking through this. If you have any questions about what I eat, how I make it, The only thing I probably won't give is my meatball recipe. That's a secret. No, I'm just kidding. It's really not complicated. There's tons of meatball recipes online, but I'd be glad to give out mine because it's not really my recipe. It's probably an amalgamation of, you know, my dad's and other people's and blah, blah, blah. So if you want a recipe, and it's not really healthy, so keep that in mind. I'm not a person that believes you have to eat everything organic, everything healthy. I think you need to eat in moderation, and if you're eating this much and you're gaining weight, and then you reduce it to this much and you're maintaining weight, then reduce it to this much and you'll lose weight. It's that simple. And you can still eat the same foods. If you want to eat more food than what you originally could eat, because here's the thing, if you eat bad foods, you're going to get a smaller, if you were to weigh your foods, the overall grams, ounces, etc. that you can get from like crappy foods is going to be much smaller than if you were to eat good foods. Like that cabbage soup, I could eat 2 pounds of that cabbage soup and be completely bloated, and it's only like, it's probably going to be like 200, 300 calories tops. It's really, the chicken and vegetable stock isn't heavy in calories. I cut it with a lot of water this time, and the vegetables aren't that expensive in terms of calories. So you can eat a lot of something like that. So keep that in mind. If you're really hungry one day and you go, man, I just really want a lot of food, you can go to the buffet, sure. Or go find some healthy food and eat a lot of it. And don't forget, you can go to MyFitnessPal and see my diary. You can look at my daily, what I eat every day, the exercise I do when I exercise, even though on MyFitnessPal it doesn't really show the exercise I'm doing, it just says cardio for everything. And if you have any questions, comments, post them below, send me an email, and we'll see you next time.